Hey guys and girls, welcome back to some Trails into Reverie. Where we left off, we were making our way through Act 2 for the Lloyd section. We had just got word that an SSS member was in Armorica, and we found ELLIE. So now we're going to go have a nice little walk around with ELLIE and go from there.
Crazy as times are, this place always manages to put my mind at ease.
I know what you mean. Especially so, now that I know you're safe.
Why don't we take a look around?
She's so into him. It's not even like it's so apparent.
So glad you're all right, Risha. First I was separated from Daddy, and then you disappeared. I was worried sick about you.
I'm sorry for worrying you, San-san. I'm so relieved to see you're all right, too.
Risha, don't ever leave me like that again. Because as long as you're here, I feel like I can overcome anything. I know things may seem scary now, but we can pull through this.
You're right.
Well, this is a heartwarming sight. Does this mean you're going to be leaving again? We don't have a plan set in stone yet, but most likely yes. I still don't know whether ELLIE and Sully are alright. I'll do whatever I must so that we can perform together. I thought you might say that. I'm sorry, Shan-san. I know it must feel like we're ripping your best friend from you after you've only just got her back. But there are people who need Risha's help, us included. We need her with us if we're going to secure Crossbow's future and freedom. I know it won't be easy, but we're asking you to have faith in us. We promise we'll take good care of Risha and give her all the support we can. I'm sorry for putting you through so much. I really am. I promise I'll come back safe as soon as I can. And when I do, I'll bring everyone from Long Lao back with me. Please be careful. I'm going to hold you all to that. You had better look after her. We will. I should be the one looking after her. What was that? What's wrong, Risha? Were you going to say something? Oh no, it's nothing. There was like a weird aura around her. What is going on with that? Also, is Samson like in love with her? I don't know. That was weird. I don't know what to make of that. Look what the cat dragged in. The young folk of the village have been keeping me up to date. Everything that's happened in the city. We're sorry for worrying you, Chief Tolta. I owe you so much for taking in my grandfather and the refugees. Please allow me to express my deepest gratitude. It was the speaker who fought for us when those goons were trying to set up the convalescent home. Not to mention all the times that the SSS has helped us in the past. We were only doing our job, sir. Spare me the humility. We've been in your debt ever since. Not once have you abandoned the weak. Nope, you fought for us all. That means a lot to me. You okay, ELLIE? If you ever need a hand with something, anything at all, you just let us know. We may be a rinky-dink little farm village, but we got your back all the same. There's so many people supporting us, we really can't afford to let them down. I just know we're going to take Crossbow back and find Kia. Yeah, I hope so. So would you mind me asking what happened after the ceremony, ELLIE? You haven't been yourself ever since we ran into you outside the village. I don't deserve to have the villagers speaking so kindly about me. Not after I turned my back on Kia. What?
Please forgive me, Lloyd. It's not Cecile's fault that Kia isn't here. Not at all. It's entirely mine for abandoning her.
Two days ago, just after the signing ceremony attack.
ELLIE!
There you are, Kia! I've been looking for you!
Yeah, Cecile should be somewhere nearby too.
Is Lloyd? He'll be fine. Risha's with him. Now come over.
Ah! Run, or you'll get caught up in it!
Ah! Kia! No! Kia! Kia! Where are you? Grandfather!
Ellie, go! I'll be fine. We'll see each other again soon, I promise. There are other people who need you.
Kia! I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. I could have ran to her voice and grabbed her hand, but I chose not to. I don't deserve to call myself her guardian, or even be a part of the SSS.
So that's what happened. It's going to be all right, Ellie. Kia's just fine. I'm sure of it.
How can you be so sure?
We've done nothing but force hardship on her ever since we returned from the Azure Tree. While we fought for our home's freedom, she stood by us and helped however she could, despite being separated from her best friend. And never once did she not have a smile on her face.
Oh.
No matter how hopeless things felt, Kia never stopped smiling for us. She never gave up. We were the ones who swore to protect her. And there she was again, being the one who protected and supported us. Just like always.
You're right. She always has.
Oh.
We were only able to continue smiling ourselves because her smile was giving us hope. I think that's exactly what she was trying to do the day we were separated too.
I'll be fine. We'll see each other again soon, I promise.
Being all brave.
There are other people who need you.
I couldn't see her face, but I could feel how desperate she was to encourage me. Even though she must have been so scared. How can one little girl be so positive?
I'd like to say that's how she's always been. But we both know she's even stronger now than she was before. Kia isn't the same girl she was when we first met. She's no longer powerless to fight against a terrible fate that was decided without her consent. She's one of us now. In every sense of the word. Oh. In just 2 years, she's grown and become the Kia Bannings we all know and love. That's why, if she says she'll be all right, and that we'll see each other again, then I know we can believe her. So there's only one thing left for us to do, right?
You gotta take that crossbow and get her.
Yes, you're right again. I think deep down, part of me still thought of her as a helpless child that I should have known better. Should have seen that as we were getting stronger. She was right there with us, getting stronger too.
Well, I'm hardly in any position to judge when it comes to being overprotective of Kia. But the thing is, she put her trust in us. So it's only right we do the same thing when she asks, right?
You're on fire, huh? Right again. There's so much for us to do right now. The only way we're going to manage is by taking it one step at a time. Kia told me she would be okay, and that there are other people who need me. I'm going to place my faith in that, so I'm sure we'll be reunited as long as we stay the course.
That's the spirit. It's only a matter of time before our paths cross again. So we don't want to disappoint her when we meet up. I'd say we owe it to her as her guardians. And as her friends.
This is so like you, Lloyd. Always encouraging me when I need it most. It's been this way for a long time. That night on the roof when I thought of leaving the SSS. Even when I decided to become Grandfather's secretary during the occupation, sometimes I wonder if the only reason I've been able to keep going these last few years is because I knew you were with me. Words can't express how grateful I truly am.
I'm flattered, but I don't think I did anything particularly special. I've known for a long time that your future was going to lead you to politics. And I know you'll make Crossbell and the world a better place. So I'm happy to do whatever I can to give you a push in the right direction if you need it.
Is that the only reason? I hope the reason you look after me so much isn't just for the good of Crossbell.
I thought it would sound cooler if I put it that way. But you got me. I think my feelings are a little more straightforward than that. I want to do what I can to help you realize your dreams because you're Ellie. You're important to me. That's the real reason.
Aw.
Thanks. I know I forced that out of you, so... I think that's just what I needed to hear to begin looking forward again. You always make me feel like nothing is impossible, not even getting our home back.
Because nothing ever is. And I'll be right here to tell you as many times as it takes.
Aw. I love that. That was cute. Finished catching up with Sansan? Yes, I just wanted to see how she's doing, so it didn't take long. You two are going to visit Speaker McDowell, correct? Would you mind if I join? Not at all. And thank you for keeping him in your thoughts.
Grandfather, it's me.
Oh, Ellie, do come in.
Oh,
It's good to see you again, Mr. Speaker. But are you sure it's all right for you to be sitting up?
I do still feel some lingering pain, but they told me just this much would be all right. I owe the goddess my deepest thanks. It brings me joy to see you are all doing well. Particularly you, Ellie. You're looking much brighter than you were before.
well, It's true. I do feel much better now.
I think Lloyd has something to do with that. I figured Playboy here wasn't going to let her stay down in the dumps. You know I can hear you, right? In any case, I'm glad to hear you're doing better, Mr. Speaker. So am I. Please don't overexert yourself and try to rush your recovery. Your condition is stable for now. Can I apologize enough to the people of Crossbow for my fellow former Ironblood's actions? I also wish to make clear on no uncertain terms that the Imperial government abhors what happened and was not involved. The illegal occupation of Crossbell is the work of Rufus Alberia and his alone. Fear not, I was not under the impression that Erebonia was responsible for this. I could never imagine Emperor Eugent allowing his actions at this point. It wouldn't make sense for the Empire to stage an occupation of Crossbell now after willingly withdrawing its forces not long ago. Though that only begs the question of why Rufus is doing this. Or why he has collaborators in this Ebon defense force backing him. I can't speak for the two we didn't recognize, but I can't wrap my head around Dieter and Garcia helping him. The former CEO of the IBC and an ex-Jaeger turned mafia boss. It's quite the pair of convicts he's working with. Each of them has a personal history with the SSS. I've also crossed blows with the Killing Bear as Yin before. Come to think of it, he helped you when you were in prison, didn't he? Yeah. He did, which is why I'm having such a hard time understanding his involvement. They both seemed like they were ready to turn over a new leaf. Why do this, Dieter? About that, I had the chance to confront him briefly before I escaped the city.
Grandfather! Cecile, hold on. I need to stop the bleeding.
Dieter, wait!
It's good to see you again, Ellie. You're looking well.
Why? Why are you doing this?
What possessed you to play a part in such foolishness? Did you not learn anything from your short-lived presidency?
Oh, I learned much, I assure you. That is why I am here today. Back then, my daughter played me like a fiddle, but this time, I am following my own convictions. And that is what led me to join the new unified government.
You hopeless fool.
Uncle Dieter, how can you truly believe that this is the right path? Surely you can see.
Looking at you and your friends now, you don't stand a chance against the Supreme Leader. I'd advise you take the time to reevaluate what justice means to you.
Damn. Really? Is he still on about that? He's always had a raging hard-on for that kind of stuff. But I want you to know you can still trust us, Mr. Speaker. We'll get to the bottom of their motivations and do what we have to take back Crossbell. We won't allow the independence we've worked so hard for to slip through our grasp. That's right. We're not going to give up on our dreams so easily. We can achieve anything when we all work together, the entire SSS. That's never changed. Thank you. It's reassuring to know we have your help. And I'm ready to lend my strength to the cause as well. I guess I could lend a hand. Take care of yourself, Lloyd. I will, Cecile. Let's go. Let's go think on what our best course of action from here will be. I'm ashamed there's nothing more I can do for them. They have shouldered what should have been my burden time and time again. Please don't blame yourself, Mr. Speaker. They're doing what any Crossbellan would if they had the power. Although...
I know Lloyd and his friends can take care of themselves, but please, keep lighting their way, Guy.
Aww. That looks like it's upstairs. Or downstairs. Okay. That was one of the stairs. Watch out! What the? That's Sharon's, isn't it? Where did that come from? Are we under attack? Don't think so. Nor do I. Take a closer look. That's for sure Sharon's. A letter. I've never seen anything like the script though. Looks like an old school style of writing from the East. I'm guessing it's coded. Precisely. I've used this exact code in my work as Yin before. It says, the dancer and former Zero child are in our care. Come to the ancient battlefield to the southeast. We await you. Oh. A note written in Eastern code, delivered on a kunai, meant for Yin. Not hard to figure out who it's from, or who they have in their custody. No, it's what's her name? The one with the short hair. At least they're both alright. I told you Kia's strong, didn't I? Still, why would they be looking after ELLIE as well? Is something wrong, Lloyd? Wait. You don't think this is a ransom note? Most likely. They wouldn't have waited this long to contact us without a reason. They may be under their care, but that doesn't mean they're safe. No. The ancient battlefield is where the cult had its base, right? You can say I have a good feeling about this, but you're not gonna let that stop you. Of course. As long as there's a chance. Kia is there. No danger is too great. We'll do whatever it takes to keep her safe. I feel the same way. That's right. Let's make sure we're fully prepared before we set off. What's this strange feeling? Is something wrong, Lloyd? Sorry, I thought I sensed something strange, but it must have been my imagination. Why does my pocket feel bulkier all of a sudden? Oh, shit. Who is dropping these mirrors in their pocket? I'm not sure, I've never seen it before. Strange as it sounds, it just appeared in my pocket out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure that doesn't just happen. I'm guessing one of the village kids slipped it in. But if that's not it, then how did it get in my pocket? I feel as though I have it for a reason. What? What's happening?
The conditions have been met. The road to where all may gather, to where destiny avails itself, just at the horizon. Come and sink into an illusion that mirrors the real world and extols its endless possibilities.
Oh shit. Hello? What just happened? What? Where are we? Some sort of white garden. I've never seen anything like it. I'm getting the feeling there's more to this place than meets the eye. I mean, what kind of garden is surrounded by floating books? Yeah, I'm not sure where we are. But it doesn't feel like the world we know. How did we even get here? That's a good question. I can't fathom how we came here. In fact, I can't recall what I was doing before I ended up here. I feel as though we were all together that moment before we arrived, but beyond that, I haven't the slightest clue. This is great. It's like something is blocking out my memories of before we got here. Actually, it's worse than that. It's not just my memories. There's gotta be a pretty good reason I was hanging around you guys, but beats me what it is. At least we're all on the same page about it. I feel fuzzy too. My best guess is we were working together for some reason, but I'm not sure why. Standing around being confused isn't going to help. I think we should have a look around. There are 2 floors to this place. Check out the surrounding area. There's another one over there. Let's go check it out. Stone pillars. This one's pretty similar to the other, but something's different. Keep looking around. It's a globe. Does this all lead to the same place? That's a big door. Tree of life. Something else entirely got reshaped into the form of a tree. I think that's everything. The 4 investigated the area further but weren't able to find anything useful. Eventually they returned to the plaza where they first arrived to discuss their next move. I think we've seen all there is to see around here. Unfortunately, I still don't have a clue what this place is. Likewise, everything we've inspected has just left us with more questions. Just wish we still had our memories from before we came here. For one, we know this place was created by someone or something. It's definitely weird enough to not seem real. But I think it's safe to assume it has some kind of purpose. Beyond that, we know it resembles some kind of garden or ruin. There's also all those devices we came across, but none of them are active. So that leads us right back to square one. Let's agree that each detail is going to be useful information in trying to learn more. Above all, we need to learn why we're here.
A new story is in motion. Your fate is but one thread intermingled with many. Now, Rise from your slumber.
Was that a memory? Are you alright, Lloyd? Something came to me just now. Do you guys remember hearing a voice just before coming here? A voice? Wait, now that you mention it. I do faintly remember hearing one. There was something strange about it, though. Yeah, I kind of remember it too, but it's still pretty fuzzy. I wonder. You mentioned being just one thread among many. Does that mean... Is Reen about to pop through the mirror? A sound. I remember hearing it before we came here. You've got to be kidding. Hey, there they are. Gah! Where are we? What the heck is going on? I don't recognize this place. Whoa! Oh, snap. What just happened? Did we fall into some kind of spell? That wouldn't add up. Everyone's here. Reen! You were called here too? Lloyd? Right. I feel like something or someone brought us here. But that's all I can remember. I can't remember what we were doing at all a few moments ago. Me neither. What's really weird is, it doesn't feel like I was in any sort of panic. I feel like everything was normal. The hell's going on here? Were we even together before this? I could have sworn we had all split up. I can't say for sure, but that's what my instincts are telling me as well. That sounds remarkably similar to what we went through. I'm guessing we essentially experienced the same thing. The only difference is they had split into two parties, but we're still called at the same time. I think the most logical thing to do now is swap all the info we have. So you suddenly found yourself in a possession of a strange mirror you'd never seen before and heard a voice. You were right. That's what happened to us too. How did we experience the exact same thing so far apart? Your guess is as good as mine. Even us being unable to remember where we were before is the same. I would ordinarily refuse to believe such a bizarre sequence of events, but it's impossible to refute so much hard evidence. My top concern is understanding the why rather than the how. There must be a reason why we specifically were the ones brought here. I know what you mean. This is the last way I expected to see Lloyd and Ellie again. Yeah, I wasn't planning on a sudden reunion, but it's good to see you. I'm sorry it's not under better circumstances, but it's good to see you again, Yuna. Same. Yuna continues to be a social butterfly, even in the strangest of situations. Well, that just goes to show how genuine she is. If not a single one of us remembers where we were or what we were doing before we were called, that's gotta be by design. Something about this place blocks the recent memories of anyone who comes here. But how can that be possible? Beats me. But let's face the facts. It's the only thing that makes sense. I agree. It's the only reasonable explanation. Regardless of how we got here, we have to accept that this place is very unusual. Easier said than done. No, he's right. Let's move past that and focus on the bigger picture. We must consider what we should do next. My first instinct is to search for an escape route, so we can return back to wherever it was we were. But you all said you didn't have any luck during your investigation, yes? I'm afraid so. Hold up. What was that? Oh, those are lighting up now. Well, what do you know? Looks like Class 7 coming here may have been one of the conditions. Yeah, you worked something out? Maybe, but I'm still only speculating. These mirrors we were given might just be fragments of a bigger whole after all. And if that's the case... Well, I think we have a relatively good idea of the situation we're in. Though I wouldn't mind getting a look around here for myself before we go any further. It might not help work out who or what is responsible for all this, but I'd like to at least familiarize myself with the surroundings. Good thinking. You said stuff's changed since you first wandered, right? Well, come with. I want to see what's changed as well. Check it out, the tree's glowing. Even the bark looks weird. We thought the same, but it wasn't giving off light like this when we were here. It feels different somehow. It reminds me of the stuff that, when the Twilight thing was happening with Kia. It reminds me of something from a fairy tale. Spirit trees, they're said to have shining branches and leaves, and they're filled with mana that can heal the body and mind. Or at least that's what I recall. Now that you mention it, you used to read those kinds of things all the time. I suppose it does look something like that. Just what we need, more magical bullshit. But what if it does have the same properties as the tree Elise described? Then it would help us out a lot. It's worth giving it a shot. I would say that was an accurate deduction. That's a relief. We still don't know what it is, but at least we know it can heal us. I've never seen anything like it. Neither have I, but at least we have somewhere to return to if we're injured. Knock on wood, but yeah, you're right. These are like trials, aren't they? This is gonna be some like Trails in the Sky the Third type beat. This device is activated as well. It's a little foreboding. I can make out words glowing on it. The Millennial Trove, commodities in exchange for currency. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds like it's a vending machine. Okay. What about the other thing? The Blazing Forge. Applied Septium Principle. It's that sound again. I'm guessing we managed to satisfy another condition. We turn the lights on.
Food process complete. Construction of the Reverie Garden administered space complete. Beginning construction of the Reverie corridor.
Well, looks like the party is finally getting started. That voice sounds familiar. Indeed, I believe we're about to learn the reason we're here. There were a lot of interesting phrases in what little she said. Boot process administered space, that Reverie Garden. Yes, and most notably, Reverie Corridor. I'd be lying if I said it didn't ring a bell. Let's make our way to the Central Plaza. That sphere from earlier is active
New
now.
temporal space forged. This world was constructed by the Black Mirror. Its function is to present trials, allowing you to cultivate the strength to overcome great distortions in your destiny.
The Black Mirror? I'm more concerned with what it means by trials. I'm guessing this thing governs the space we're in. Meaning we were brought here to complete whatever these trials are.
Correct. This process is an emergency measure intended to correct the laws of causality. Your understanding may be incomplete due to forced limitations placed on your memories. The current sequence of events with Crossbell at its center has originated due to an impossible singularity. At this time, the chances of correcting this singularity are 0. It is for this reason that the Black Mirror has chosen to intervene.
Uh-huh. Is this thing even speaking our language? That confirms that our memories truly are being tampered with. No wonder we couldn't understand what was happening. From the sound of it, though, the Black Mirror is looking out for us. It mentioned something had happened in Crossbell? A lot of what it said flew over my head, but if I understand the guise of it, it's saying that it'll help us fight against whatever's happening in the real world. That's how I interpreted it as well. How exactly is it going to achieve that? An excellent question, especially given that we're not permitted to remember everything that's happening out on the outside.
Strength gained here has been approved for use outside of the Reverie corridor.
I can grind here.
Even if new
so it's the same.
memories have been denied, challenging the true Reverie corridor to better your strength is required. Only then will the possibility to defy destiny be within your grasp.
That clears up some of our suspicions, but there's still some things unanswered. True. But we confirmed something important. This place exists to make us stronger. It's up to us to determine how much strength we gain and whether we'll be strong enough to change whatever fate has in store for us. That simplifies things, if you ask me. Indeed, we're left with only one option. Rise to the challenge, both for ourselves and the homes we came from. And this has just as much to do with us, judging by it being named the True Reverie Corridor. Agreed. Damn. I couldn't shake the feeling that this place was slightly familiar to me. Still, we don't know what the true part signifies just yet. Yeah, Reen said the name rang a bell. Sure does, brings back a lot of memories. Sounds like this version is here to pump us up and get us ripped. It's like our own secret training ground. We all have people and things we want to protect on the outside. And we each know the kind of strength it takes to overcome. So let's work together and gain the strength we need.
It is for that reason I and the Reverie Garden exist. Access to the first stratum has been granted. May you seize the ability to overcome the impossible over the course of your trials.
Talk about hospitality. The way is finally open for us. Let's take this opportunity. Right. You may now challenge the Reverie Corridor's first stratum via the elevator. Select which party members you wish to take. Lloyd and Reen are required for your initial exploration of the first stratum. I'm going to take Ellie. I want to take Risha because I love her. God, I kind of love Altina too. Yeah, and we'll take Altina. Access your party information from the main story and inside the Reverie Corridor to swap parties with L2. From now on, any items or notebook data acquired by Reen or Lloyd will be accessible to the other party as well. Oh, cool. Nice, so we're all shared at this point. Looks like everyone is taking the chance to get more familiar with this place. I should probably check to make sure we have everything we need before we begin the challenge. I never thought I'd hear that name again, but here we are. Then again, this place seems a lot different than before. Are they really one and the same? Either way, it's pointless to worry about that right now. That's wild. This is such a callback to the first Cold Steel. I think I'm going to end this part off here, guys. We will explore the Reverie Corridor on the next part. Leave a like, subscribe, share with a friend if you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you then.